at Down River Speedway today, looking at this dirty track. And yeah, part of the glamorous part of being a track owner. But today we're going to get into a little bit of how to change braid. First off, obviously we're going to have to wash this thing down. But let me get you in over here and we'll show you what's going on. Zoom down here onto this red lane, and yeah, you can see here where the braid's all just frayed up. We got the same thing going on the white and green also. Bad news. Blue lane, same way. Yeah, we're going to change them all. When we get up into yellow, not so bad. Normally we change everything, and we got a race coming up Saturday that's going to put a lot of wear and tear on this, and it makes me a little nervous, so I think we're going to change out everything here. Hang on a second, we'll get you underneath the track to show you what we're up against here, taking it apart. Okay, we're underneath the track here, and this is what we got here, where the braids are coming through here. They're attached into this little brass terminal here. There's a bolt on the other side that holds it. We got these 8-gauge power drops here. There's 8 power drops on this track. And all we got to do is loosen the screw over here on the other side. Pull the braids up through the track. Again, we're only changing the ones we have to. Getting inside there's going to be a little trick, but that's what we're up against. And as I said, we're going to clean this track first, then we'll get into the braid. Okay guys, we're going to get some of the scum cleaned off this track. I got my special track cleaning juice here, the snake oil. And you got to soak up a rag, but you never want to soak the track ever, because the solvent just tends to get underneath the braid and loosen up the glue and cause you more trouble than you've ever seen. So try to keep it moist enough to get the stuff up, but not wet enough to kill your track. And you're going to make a huge mess doing this. Now later down the road here, we can come back with a Scotch-Brite pad, get up all the stuff that's not coming up. It will come right off. I'm sure all you other track owners out there have done this before. And there you go, guys. That's really how you clean a track. Times that much. Okay guys, we're back, and as you see, we have the track much cleaner than it was before. We'll still go over it with a Scotch-Brite and get everything perfect, but we'll do that tomorrow when the guys are here. So I've already been underneath the track here, and I've loosened all the connections as we showed you earlier. And we're going to start to get in here and just pull the braid on up. And pull it up through the hole there. You got to be kind of careful not to pull the surface of the track up with you. And so on for the rest of the braid on the track. See what was never really stuck in these corners. It's been tore up so many times. What this is caused by is the car underneath comes up and slides into the upper track with the tire spinning. Alright, well, we're going to get the rest of this pulled up, and I'll get back here and we'll clean off the slots and get them glued and show you how to get the new braid installed. Okay, we've got all the braid pulled up now, and we got a lot of glue and old debris in the slot, which we got to get out, or you'll not be able to stick the new one down. You can't have anything loose. Got my high-tech tool here to scrape the little loose glue out. But that's what I'm going to have to do in every one of these slots until I get a solid surface to glue to. And once we're done with that, we'll get in here and vacuum out this all out very clean. And then we'll be spreading the glue. Okay, well, that was way more work than it should have been. But we've got all the slots, the braid gains, all scraped out, and came out really nice. Let me get you in there and you can take a look. Very nice, came out nice. And we've got it vacuumed out, so at this point it's moving on to gluing up the braid and getting them in. We'll start off by actually putting the contact cement onto the braid. And I'm going to be doing these one at a time, and then we'll follow up with putting the contact cement down onto the slot, and we'll have to work the braid through, go underneath and anchor it, and then work it into the slot. And that's what that's going to take. And we're only doing the 6 braids tonight, so we've got them set up here already. We've already cut the braid into length, and I've got it set up on this table here, and I'm just going to go through and glue it one at a time. And then while that sets up, we'll go glue the table. And that's how that's going to go down. Okay. Got you all set up there. What we got here is just your standard contact cement like we use all the time. And I'm just going to be doing these one at a time. Now, a lot of times when we're doing the whole track, it can be done multiple at a time. And these are the 2 for the red lane. I probably could be doing these at the same time, but we're just going to go ahead and do them one at a time here. I've only got 5 or 6 to 2 tonight, so we'll be brushing this on here. This sets up real fast. And a little tip for you, if you ever have to do this, on the end of the braid, put a little black magic marker mark on there, so that you can tell front from back, because as odd as it seems, after this contact cement sets up, it can be very difficult to tell which side the glue is on. Okay, now again, same process. Try to be a little neater here. Not good to get glue down into the slot, but get yourself a nice little layer of glue. Spread it out. Didn't need to glue the braid there. And just follow that up all the way down the track. And, basically, this is the process for the rest of the braiding. Okay, at this time now, those braids that we just glued up over there, they're tacky enough that you can handle them without making a mess. And we've marked it with an X on the side with the glue. And what we're going to do is just pinch this in down a little bit, just enough to get it to go into the hole. Put her in there. There we go. And then you can go underneath the track and find her and pull her down. About 4 inches you're going to need to get to the connector. And once that's set, bend that over, and that contact cement will lock that right into place. And we need to really get under there later, and I'll pull all those up tight and get them into the anchors. But at this point, the contact cement's holding her really good. And you just walk it on down. Okay guys, we got the second braid done. Same process again. And now make sure you get the right side up or the right side down, whichever the case may be. Let me come around your side there and finish it off. Well, okay, we're moving along here. We've got the orange one glued and ready to go down, and as you can see, the sun has dipped down behind the horizon here, and it's become dark on us. That's fine. It is fine. It's not a difficult process, but it is time consuming. We wasted a lot of time. Well, wasted is a strong word. We spent a lot of time cleaning out the braid beds, making sure they were right. Everything takes longer than you ever anticipate it will. And once again, we will go down underneath there, pull that taut and get it into the connector. And you don't really want to stretch it while you're putting it down. Just guide it and push it in place. It's easy to get carried away and stretch it. Especially in your corners. You stretch on it in a corner and you're going to have problems down the road. And once again, squeeze down the end here through the hole. There she is. get down there right now and give that a little tug just to make sure we're set. Alright, we got the orange laying down real good now. And we'll come back later and roll it too. Let me show you what we mean by the roller. Okay, we've got them down now, and we've got this little roller so we can run over it here at the end, and it really sets the braid down into the glue. Well, there you are, guys. She's all done and she really looks nice. We'll let her sit overnight, and tomorrow come in and do the final cleaning, get the rest of this little glue residue off. It'll come right off. And she looks pretty darn good. She looks pretty darn good. Let me get you in here close and you can see just what we've got here. Much nicer now. And yeah, sure, it's ideal to change both braids when you do, but the negative braid is just good. There's no reason to change it. We brought this track in here 5 years ago. I put all new braid on it, so this is the first time I've had to do any repairs in 5 years. So I gotta say the original braid held up really well. But we run this track, lots of miles on it. But she's good, guys. I think we're gonna call it a night tonight, get some dinner and come back tomorrow. We got the whole Wednesday crew coming in, thanks to Rich and his boys. They're gonna come in and we're gonna get busy on this thing, because look at the difference from where we planned and where we haven't. Well, there you go, guys. Downriver Speedway and Hobby. Check us out on YouTube, Facebook, better yet, come on down. Thanks.